Good morning. It's Ada Sparks here with the Word of Hope. This morning I'm taking a look at a story in the Bible where the disciples and quite frankly a crowd of people, because there's always a crowd who want to see what's going to happen when it seems like somebody has failed at what they're trying to do. And the disciples have tried to cast a spirit out of a little boy, and they were not able to do it. And the father looks at Jesus and he says, I brought my child to your disciples and it didn't work and it failed. And so I don't know what to do. And Jesus looks at them and he says, "Oh, faithless generation." That's what he calls his disciples, a faithless generation. And he says, well, let me take a look at the boy, basically. This is in Mark chapter 9, in case you're curious. And so then he looks at the father in verse 23, and he says, do you have faith? Do you have faith that this can be done? And he says, because if you can believe, then all things are possible. That's where that scripture comes from that you see on bumper stickers all of the time. And the father, looks at Jesus and he says, I believe, but help my unbelief. He's just very honest about it. And I appreciate the father's honesty there. And so Jesus recognizes that. And it's like he taps into that little piece of belief that he does have. And he honors that piece of belief. He honors the faith that the father does have. And of course, he heals the child. And so this morning, I just want to acknowledge that and say, he gives us each a mustard seed of faith. And that is all that it takes. It's just a little bit of faith. It's all that is required. So you may be looking at an impossible situation today. Maybe your faith has been damaged. Maybe your faith has been broken. And you're like, I just don't know where I am right now with you, Jesus. My faith has been hurt. All he requires is just a little bit of faith. Hold on to that little piece and let him work a miracle in your life. This morning, I'm asking you to join me in a personal prayer request that God will do a miracle in a friend's life. I hope that you'll join me in prayer with that today. In the meantime, be wise, not afraid.